in the West End, what is the difference between a person that's going to thrive out of that city versus a person that can't make it out?
You know, it's so crazy that I honestly feel like the difference be like how God make you. Because I done stayed in the same positions, I'm talking about every day, with the same kind of people, and we had a different outcome. Like, they might have even did it more than me, or, you know, or we still turn out with like different destinies. So it's like, I feel like everybody's life be kind of designated for like how God want their life to be, or like decisions you make. Decisions always the main thing too, though. Cause we both can make $1,000 a day, but what you do with your $1,000 and what I do with my $1,000 gonna be different. So we're gonna have different outcomes in life. You might spend yours every day. You know what I'm saying? I might save mine every day. So, you know, it's like decisions. Decisions you make.
Okay.
Speak the game.
Lil Baby talking like he got a little sense.
I love when people of the higher stature that it's like unlikely for them to talk like that, but they're actually intelligent like
man.
that.
Like, that was pretty good. Like when he said, you know, we may do the same thing, but what you do with yours, or we may make the same thing, but what you do with your time, what you do with your money, what you do with your life can be a different outcome.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I feel that because in the black community, you know, we tend to hate on each other if we do the same thing. But it's like, bro, it's so much money and opportunity out here. Just because you got a lane and I got a lane, that don't mean we can't coexist, because our lanes is two different paths.
Yeah.
Like, I might do something different than what you do. We not gonna have the same opportunity, but even though we in the same field, it's like it's so much opportunity out here. Both of us can thrive.
Right. And I feel like in today's world, man, it's so much opportunity out here where it shouldn't be no reason why you shouldn't be doing something in life.
Yeah.
And you know, when it comes to, cause I used to work at a job, right? And everybody at the job pretty much make the same type of money, right?
Yeah.
And I always wondered to myself, like, why this person say, you know, I ain't got enough money for this and that. And then you may be sitting over here, you know, be straight or whatever, working at that job. And that's because, like, the decisions that you make can have different outcomes, and what you do with your money can be different. So if I take my money and invest it, while, you know, I'm working and investing, and then this person taking all their money and spending it, it's like you'll have a different outcome. So you can't complain about what you got when you're not using what you got in the right way.
Yeah,
Feel
that's
me?
true. Yeah, that's true.
So I just feel like a lot of people make excuses and they don't use and utilize what they have, you know, in the right way.
Yeah.
But let's see what else he said on this interview, because he spit some bars, and this was not a rapper.
If God could show you where you at in 10 years, would you look?
Nah, I'm gonna get there.
So he just asked him that. So I want to ask you that. If God showed you where you'll be at in 10 years, would you look?
Nah, I want to be surprised, because it's
I don't know. I think I'll take a little sneak peek.
Because it's like, bro, I want to see what my work like, I want to see my work speak for itself. Like, I want to grind hard, but I feel like if I know where I'm going to be, it's like it's no point of me working hard. So I'm going to be slacking, and then I might not get to where I want to get to, because I already feel like I'm obligated to get what God has showed me. So it's like, nah, I'd rather just work hard and just learn. Like, I just learn as I go on, basically.
Right. I feel like for my vision, man, like, if God did show me where I was going to be in 10 years, I feel like I look, because I use that as inspiration every day to keep going. Even when times get hard, you know, sometimes you can't see the picture clearly, but once you start to see the picture and you know, like, you know, this is for me, it makes you go harder. So I guess it depends on what type of individual you are. Like, if you want to be curious, if you want to be determined. But I feel like I'll be the type that when I know my purpose in life, like, that's going to make me go 10 times harder. That's going to make me have a reason to wake up every day. Because, you know, some people in life, like, they wake up and they don't know, like, what they want to do in life. Yeah. They don't know their purpose. So that's why some people, like, sleep their day away. Some people, you know, just don't have the energy, or don't have, like, just the power to want for something in life.
Yeah.
Like they just live life every day, like senseless, like they just don't care.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes because they don't have the vision. So I feel like it's kind of important for people to be able to see that vision, so they'll have something to go after.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you don't reach that vision, you still have something to go, to move towards in life. Versus like you don't know which way to go. At least you'll have some form of direction when it comes to your vision. So I don't know, if God has showed me, I'll be like, I feel like He have showed me. Like I feel like my vision, or what He wants me to do, my purpose in life, is just to spread positivity in the world. Yeah. And so that's what I'm doing now in different ways.
Do you think God leaves, like He said, like He don't show you the whole way, but do you think God can show you like signs that you're on the right direction?
Yeah, because sometimes when you do certain things, sometimes you just have that feeling like, nah, I shouldn't be doing this. Or like sometimes when you try to do this, it's not working out. So sometimes there can be a signal like, nah, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be, keep your mind on this. And sometimes, like a lot of times when you give up and God show you a signal like, nah, you got to keep on doing this, like those be the signals. Those thoughts in the back of your head be the signal. And sometimes in life, you just got to try to see like how you feel after you do it to know if it's the right signal or not. Yeah, because sometimes you can do something and then, like I said, you be like, nah, this ain't it or whatever. Yeah. And so I feel like, those little voices in your head is what God's trying to tell you.
Yeah. I feel like passion is God. Yeah. Like I feel like if you don't believe in something, it's like it's gonna be hard for you to strive for that thing. So I feel like God shows you things for you to do, and you end up falling in love with it because that's what your path and your journey is. Like, of course, you have to experiment and try new things, but once you find that thing, it's like, man, it's gonna be hard for me to get away from it. And I feel like that's God showing you that this is the right path.
You got to keep on pushing it.
I know a lot of people struggle with like trying to find out what's their purpose in life, but in order to find your purpose, you have to experiment. Like you got to try different things. Like you got to start off with your interests. Like you just got to figure out like, what would I like to do? Even if it's something that you don't like to do, just try it and see would you like it. Then once you figure out like, oh, I actually is interested in it, then you can try to pursue it. And if it don't work out, then just move on to the next interest that you like. But eventually you're going to find that one thing that's going to take you to the next level. And that's the thing that God wanted you to see.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people choose to do nothing when they don't know their purpose in life. Yeah. And like you said, you have to keep on doing things, and then you'll figure out like, oh, okay, I like this. And usually like the things that you like, usually the things that come easy in life is your purpose, because I don't feel like God make life hard on purpose. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you find your purpose, it's easy. Yeah. And sometimes we be kind of like hard-headed, be trying to do what we want to do. Yeah. But
we make it longer. We make it longer. What it's supposed to be.
So my question is to you: do you feel like you found your purpose in life?
I wouldn't say I found my purpose, but I found things that I like to do. I haven't found that thing that is like, this is for me. Right. But it's like, that don't mean I haven't found anything that I like to do, because it's a million things I like to do, but it's like I haven't found this one thing that's like my purpose. Yeah. But I think finding a purpose is like a touchy situation, because it's like it's going to take you a while to find things. You got to experiment around. You might have multiple purposes in life, so you just have to figure out. Well, for me, I have to figure out like, what's that one thing that I would love to do? Okay. To keep doing forever.
Okay, that's where I'm gonna stop you at. When you think of purpose, sometimes you have to flip it, and your purpose not only have to be to do, but it can be to be. Yeah. So sometimes we always look at what's our purpose, like to do, like what we have to do. But sometimes your purpose in life can be to be a certain type of person. So when you look at it like that, once you figure out what type of purpose you are, aka the person to be, like the person you are to be, you'll figure out what to do. So like I told you, I feel like my purpose is to spread positivity across the world. to speak what I know and share with people, millions of people. So with that being said, it's like, okay, now it's the do part. So now it's time for me. I know what I am to be. So now it's time for me to do. So if you don't know the be, it's like you can't do.
Yeah, then the way that you do it, it might not be what you think the
it
typical
is.
way is.
Right.
Like you spreading positivity through the podcast,
Right.
or you might give somebody some help or something. Like they just spreading positivity, so it might not be the way that you think, but it might come out in a different way.
Yeah, because
basically,
when I was a kid, I always wanted to help, right? So I feel like my purpose was to help. Like, so I tried to be a nurse.
Yeah.
Go to school, but that wasn't like my passion. I didn't find, purpose in doing it. Like it just didn't fit me. So then I'm like, if my purpose is to help people, spread positivity, to be, this positive figure, how can I do it? And then as you keep on living, you realize it's different ways that you can help people other than sick people in the doctor bed. You can help people by talking to them. You can help people by, giving them a peace of mind, donating, just loving somebody, hugging, giving someone a hug. Like it's a lot of things that you can do to help someone, but sometimes we be stuck on this one thing. And when we start to force like that one thing and it's not working, you'll realize like, okay, I'm on the wrong path in life. I need to shift gears. And then once you find your path, you'll see like how smooth it is. You'll see how you enjoy and love doing it and have passion in doing it.
Yeah. So y'all, the message for today, your purpose is to be, not to do. Write that down.
Yes.
That's hard right there. That's facts.
So I guess let's see what he said on another clip in this interview that he did so well in.
Like, it's hard for me to get a heartbreak because I'm built on tough love. So it's like gonna be hard to break my heart.
What are things that do break your heart, though? It ain't even gotta be with a girl, but you got
shit be breaking my heart all the time, man. These whole ass nigga, man, they do the shit they'll do, man. That shit break my heart, man. Damn. But it really don't break my heart, though, because I kind of already be seeing certain stuff and then, like, it's a lot hard. The only thing break my heart is if, like, a sudden death. You know what I'm saying? Sudden death break my heart. You know what I'm saying? Damn. When I was younger, like, one of the older dudes who I look up to, like, he kind of, like, put something in my head, like, if you're gonna be the man of the family, you gotta prepare for death. Because people gonna die. And you gonna have to be the man of the family. You gonna have to goddamn go to the funeral home and pay for the funeral. You gonna have to make sure the family good. You gonna have to, and as I started getting older, I really had to start doing that shit. So I already had in my mind that I knew one day I was gonna have to start doing it. And once I started doing it, it started being like shit, death a part of life, you know?
I haven't had nobody close to me, like immediate path.
I used to say that same shit. Then it happened like close where you had to put the clothes on the dead body. Like that close. And then this type shit happen while you're a rapper. You gotta go tomorrow in front of all these people that, like, damn, I just dressed the dead person up earlier today, you know? Like, you gotta desensitize from a lot of this shit, like, to get where we going, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll come back and get that shit later. But for now, you gonna have to desensitize because the wrong moves, it could throw you off track. You know what I'm saying? You need less stuff as possible to throw you off your focus. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nobody never talks about that part when you successful, like all the
like basically
weight on your shoulders.
Right.
Then on top of like when personal issues come in your life, it's still like you obligated to appease like your fans.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's like one day you at a funeral, then in this same hour you got to go do a show, and it's like, how can you even find a time for yourself to heal when you gotta appall to your crowd of people? Because you can't stop the bag.
Yeah.
That's how crazy life is. It's like life is so fast, you don't even get a chance to just sit down and settle for yourself. You gotta keep on grinding, keep on working, and you gotta almost forget about like what
yourself.
just happened.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes like you gotta keep pushing no matter what it is. And that's why, like, when it comes to, just life in general, you just want to be kind to everybody because you don't know what this person may be going through. So, sometimes you just want to be kind in life. Even when people, like, leave ugly comments or people, just say negative things about you in person, in your face, over, it don't take nothing to be kind to someone because just like he said, like, I'm sure, had a moment in his life where he had to go do something that he had to do, like bury somebody and then show up for his fans the next day.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't see that because it's like you got to continue to perform. You got to continue to put on the show because, people don't really care about what you got going personally.
Then
They don't care about none of that.
It's like you gotta cut your emotions off. It's
Right,
like
completely.
It's like your feelings don't matter. What you got going on in your head don't matter.
at
Long
all.
as you selling out shows and getting money and getting features and getting fame, that all that matters. But it's like, what about what Lil Baby wants as a human being?
Yeah.
Because it's like you have to realize, like, we all humans, we all have feelings, we all have emotions, we all think. So it's like, when will you have the time to think for yourself?
Yeah.
Because the world just so fast. Like, we be worried about money, we be worrying about this, trying to impress, trying to get our career, but it's like we don't never have the time to heal and make time for ourselves.
Do you feel like if money never existed, we'll be able to have that time for ourselves?
Yes, because we won't be so worried about trying to pay bills and running here and there and trying to get our career to the top level. So it's like, you have to learn to just, man.
Yeah. I feel like money and power keeps us from just being happy in life because at first I used to say money, but as we have discovered power as well, people chase after that keeps us from being happy because some people would trade what they love. They'll trade anything for power as well. So when it comes to power and money, which do you think people value the most in today's society? Because
I say money, because you can
money?
Because you can have power and still be broke.
But it's like you can have the most money and still want something else.
But you have money, it kind of brings power because people flock to somebody that has money. Like, people, like, money will make people do anything you want them to do depending on how much it is. So that grants you power, in my opinion, because like P. Diddy, he making people do whatever he want to do, or all these billionaires, like, they can make people do whatever they want them to do just by giving them a dollar sign. Like,
right.
So I feel like people, in order to get an opportunity, they're gonna do whatever they gotta do to reach where they want to go.
Yeah, that's true.
And I also felt like what he said about friends, like, you be seeing certain signs in people. Yeah. And you be like, dang, I felt like they were gonna happen. So have something like that happen to you before? Like, you seen the sign in people, and if it did, what type of signs you seen where you feel like somebody was gonna flip? Most
definitely, you seen signs. Sometimes you try to ignore it, but it's just a sign. Like when somebody just start acting different out of nowhere. That's like a major red flag sign that a lot of people ignore, that I ignored, but when it comes to something like that, you can't ignore it because it's not there for a reason. Yeah. And I feel like if we pay attention to more of those red flags, we'll probably dodge a few bullets in life. Yeah. We'll probably dodge a few situations where we don't have to put ourselves through if we just listen and open our eyes up. But like, it's just something in a human that wants you to believe like that people not like that. Yeah. So you give people another opportunity, you give people another chance, but you just have to be real sometimes and, like, let people go. No matter if they your closest friends or your closest family, they do some messed up stuff. Yeah. No matter what tie y'all got together, like, people do messed up stuff. So once you come into realization of that, then you'll, people start dropping like flies themselves.
I got a question. How do you know what's a true friend? Like, how do you know if somebody's a genuine person?
I used to say a true friend with somebody would be somebody that'll be there as soon as you call them, type stuff. But sometimes in life, everybody got their own life. So if I call a friend and they not available to do, what I need them to do, or they not there to be there for me, then that's cool. So I honestly feel like a true friend is, somebody that when y'all get around each other, like, it's cool. Yeah. It ain't like no weird feeling. It ain't no, like, if y'all haven't seen each other in years, like, it's a weird vibe. It ain't none of that. It's like basically y'all just connecting the pieces back from when y'all last left off.
Yeah. Do you think it's necessary to have friends in order for you to be happy, to not feel like you an outcast?
No, because honestly in life, I feel like me personally speaking and just going through experience in life, I feel like long as you got yourself, you don't need like any extra company. I feel like a lot of people try to find themselves within other people and try to find happiness with other people, trying to find enjoyment out of life and purpose out of life through other people. But you got to learn how to find that in yourself. You got to learn how to find that when the lights go off at nighttime and you in the bed by yourself. So, honestly, nah. Because when I was little, I used to think that when people go out to eat by themselves, like, that's weird.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're supposed to love yourself. You're supposed to give time to yourself and, just love on yourself.
To ask next. I was gonna ask. So I know a lot of people struggle with like, I'm alone and I don't have no friends. Like, what should they do in that instance? Like, how can they?
I feel like they should put themselves in a position to have friends because honestly, like, if you love yourself, you gonna do and take care of you gonna do what you need to do and take care of yourself so that you won't feel that way.
Yeah.
So no matter if you're alone, you shouldn't feel lonely. Because if you love yourself, you're going to put yourself in a position to where you don't have that bad feeling on yourself.
But do you think, say like, okay, you start talking to new people. Do you think that's kind of dangerous though? Like to open yourself up to meet new people, even though you don't know?
Yeah, but that's just like anything in life. Life is risky and you have to learn how to take risks. But if you sit back and not do nothing, it's like, how would you know? So the thing is, you can try to foreshadow the future. But at the end of the day, you can't see the future if you're not making progress towards it. If you can't living in the past, it's like you're not moving forward. You just at a stagnant position in life.
To talk to this person, or you just scared of your past, and you're just gonna be stuck in your thoughts, basically.
So one thing in life, you can't put. You gotta step outside your box, and you can't put everybody in a box.
Yeah.
Because life is life, and whatever's gonna happen. Long as you know what type of environment you stepping in, as long as you know your intentions and kind of know the person that you dealing with. Like, I feel like none too crazy shouldn't happen. Although we live in a crazy world.
Yeah, just like surround yourself with the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
So let's see. Last little thing, Lil Baby had to say.
He can move that fast, but it's just life. It's just some people faster than others.
You can't want more for somebody than they want for themselves.
Not even that. I honestly learned that this some people just not gonna be that or this.
Yeah.
No matter what. They can hit the lottery and be a billionaire. It's just still they not gonna be that type of person. Like, everybody, different people. You know what I'm saying? Had to learn that. Because at first I was on what you want, like, hey, I want everybody. I had to
break your heart.
I had to really start playing people for what they worth. Or like, what they is, like God, they make everybody killer bees.
Yeah.
Everybody in this room can't be a superstar or the next Fig Blends or the next Lil Baby. We need somebody to do what everybody in here doing. And I had to understand that, like, damn, everybody can't be able to.
In a world of play, everybody got a part.
Everybody got a part. So, I gotta lean through and try to figure out what's this person part or what's that person part. You know what I'm saying? Versus trying to like, but we all gonna do it like this and like it don't work like that. Once you learn that, it be more, it's better.
When you wake
That's
up, what you trying to get?
That's what's wrong with the world right there. Everybody think they can be a superstar. Nobody don't want to do the hard jobs.
Right.
Like, that's what make the world thrives, because if everybody do a different job, it's like we all working together. You might not see us working together, but everybody works together to make society keep going.
Yeah, that's true. And I totally agree with that because everybody, stop me if I'm wrong, but I feel like everybody want to be a boss.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
That's true.
And everybody don't got what it take. It sound good, it look good, it may feel good, but everybody don't got what it take. Not saying that, to shoot nobody down, but everybody can't be the boss. Like, who gonna be the ones that working for the boss?
Yeah.
Like, who gonna be the ones that's doing the essential things that the business needs to run?
Yeah.
Just as it's important to be a boss, it's also important to be the worker.
Yeah.
Because if it weren't for the people, working, it won't be no business.
Yeah.
So to always aim and shoot high, sometimes isn't it's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
But you, I guess, always have to realize like that there's nothing wrong with being a worker.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with, working a 9 to 5. It's nothing wrong with working a part-time. It ain't nothing wrong with, just doing what you have to do to make ends meet, long as you happy in life.
Yeah, like even like say like basketball terminology, like everybody can't be the coach.
Right.
Like you have the coach that run the team, you got the players that play for the coach, you got the athletic trainer that help the players get better, you have the assistant coach that see things that the head coach don't see. So it's like everybody play their part to keep the ship running.
Right.
So it's like everybody don't need to be the captain. Everybody don't need to be the head coach. Like you do need people that work, because the captain can't do what the workers do,
Right.
and vice versa. Like the workers not equipped with the brain or the drive that the coach or the head captain have
Right.
to manage the business. Like everybody want to be like a business owner, which is cool. Everybody got equal opportunity, but when you start doing it, you'll know that if it's right for you or not. Because when you run your own business, it's like you have to manage your money. You have to make sure you getting up early. You got to make sure you posting about your business every day. But when you're a worker, all you do have to just clock in, do your tasks that you got to do for the day, and go home. So it's
That's
like
true.
it's nothing wrong with being a worker. It just what's best suits you, because when you want to run the ship on your own, it's way harder than just being a worker, which is okay. Like not everybody is equipped for this, so it's cool.
And I like how he said, like, sometimes like you want to put people in position to do this and that. Then you realize like everybody not fit for the position. Everybody not fit for the job. And sometimes you got to be okay with that, because life is not what you envision for others. Like other people's life is what they envision for themselves. So with that being said, you can't make someone be this, or you can want for them to do this and try to push them forward in that direction. But if they don't want that for themselves, you can't trip and be mad. You just gotta learn how to move on.
Yeah.
And I guess to take it back to the basketball, everybody can't be like a LeBron James.
Facts.
Everybody have what it takes to be a LeBron James, but everybody can't be a LeBron James, because sometimes we may need a Jokic. Sometimes we may need a Stephen Curry. Sometimes we may need a Trae Young, a
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards. Like sometimes we may need those other players to perform so that we can function correctly as a team. And I feel like that should go as well as with life. We need everybody to do their part on earth to add to the situation and to make the world a better place, so that we can raise our children to grow up to be even better.
Yeah, then when you make it to the top, you can't take everybody with you, man.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you
true.
can't think everybody can be in the same position as you,
Right.
because they not you.
Yeah.
You might have a certain ambition, you might have a certain aspiration that like in your circumstances might be different than
Yeah,
somebody
that's true.
else's. So they might make you grind a little harder than what somebody else do. They might make you get up at 4 a.m. and they still in the bed at 9 in the morning, because your circumstances is different.
Right.
You believe in yourself a little more.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't expect somebody to have the same ambition as you if they dream not the same as yours. They don't believe
Right.
that they can achieve it like how you can achieve it. So it's like everybody got a different path, and it's not wrong if their path is lesser than what yours is.
It don't align with yours, right?
Yeah.
That's true. And I guess just to end it off, like Lil Baby said, everybody can't be the superstar. And just because you're not a superstar don't mean not like that you're not the star.
Yeah.
You can be a superstar in a different way.
You can be a superstar in your position. Like
Exactly.
you don't have to be the LeBron James, but if you the point guard for the Lakers, it's like you the superstar of that role.
Right.
So it's like, I might not be the big person that's over the whole thing, but in my role, I'm the best at it.
Yeah, and just like, I guess let's just take, not to go to the bottom of the food chain, but let's just take like McDonald's as an example. Like if you work at McDonald's, like long as you the best employee that you can be at your job at McDonald's, like that's fine. Because guess what? We need somebody to flip them burgers. We need somebody to fry them fries, because guess what? It's another person on the other side that's not able to cook for themselves.
Yeah.
So what they tell you, like you are an essential person in life, and you can't judge a person that's doing this job, because we need people on this earth to perform, to add to make the world a better place.
Then it's crazy. The person that flipped the burgers you give it to this person. Now this person that you gave it to, they can perform at the best of their ability to help this company out, and this company out serving like a large portion of people, and a large portion of people is happy with their product, and they can continue to circle it back around.
Yes.
So it's like we all chain together no matter what you do. You don't know. Your job might be the smallest thing in the world, but you don't know how it can help somebody in a big way because you don't see it. You just see what you do every day and think it's little, but your one thing gonna affect millions of people because it's like we all linked together.
Right. So I know we done ran our mouth for a long time, and if y'all made it to the end of the video, I just appreciate everybody for sticking with us. I want to shout out. We made it to 100 subscribers this week. And, that's a big milestone because, starting from zero and trying to work your way
so far,
trying to work your way up, it can be discouraging when you first start because you don't know.
Yeah. Definitely when you get off work and it's like you come home and it be days where you don't want to make a video and it's like, bro, I'm finna keep pushing because I feel like I can do it.
But what Lil Baby say, like sometimes like you may be tired or you got to do something beforehand and you still got to come and perform. So, to do this, it's not easy, but if it's something that you have a passion in, you'll find it easy to do.
Facts.
So,
that's true.
Shout out to all of our 100 and I think 30 something subscribers. We appreciate y'all.
If it's more after this video, 150, hopefully.
1,000. Hey. But, like we always say, y'all be sure to subscribe. And I guess just comment what makes you happy in life. Yeah. Because that's what it's just about, like just spreading positivity and, knowledge amongst others so that y'all can think different and elevate in life. And
before we close this show, y'all, get y'all imaginary cup. I need y'all to hold it up. Hold your hand up.
Okay.
And we all finna cheers to 100 subscribers. 1, 2, 3. Cheers. Let's go. 100 subscribers.
On the way to 1 million.
Hey.
All right, y'all. Just like that. We out.